Okay, so let's finish Chiron. We have forced restraint next. So Chiron, can you tell me about the forced restraint, please? I have the Eight of Swords with the Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, that's forced restraint. Maybe it was a mentally, maybe that's part of the hallucinations, a mentally forced restraint. Go back to my death list. So I believe the Knight of Swords is definitely on there. Knight of Swords, sudden death, quick and sudden approach of physical death. So, a forced restraint. Unfortunately, maybe in his death he was restrained somehow. Let's pull up this card. We got the Traitor. And I believe that was the 9 Cups, yes. Forced restraint, betrayal by someone close and trusted, a weakening or complete loss of faith in religion or those around them. Betrayal by someone close and trusted. Forced restraint. So somebody got a solitary wish. It was their wish. Somebody that was disillusioned in the head. I don't know how well you can see this card. It kind of looks like a school in the back. Forced restraint. Quick and sudden death by somebody that was delusioned and probably hallucinating and had postpartum. Aberrations. A departure from what is normal, usual, or expected, typically one that is unwelcome, an aberration. A departure from what is normal, usual, or expected, typically one that is unwelcome. I had a feeling when if she took him from the school on the way home, she did not, she took him somewhere. So, aberration. Morticia cards. So we have the Knight of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles. You guys know that's one of my sacrifice cards. departure from what is normal. Usual or expected, typically one that is unwelcome. Knight of Pentacles, so slowly moving. Could have something to do with the garden. I know they went to that forest. Let's see what comes out. Aberration, the priest. So this is Ten of Cups. Going from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. It's a little bit too planned, this whole thing. The priest is enlightenment, those who follow a deity or system of values, seeking out a higher purpose. Okay, let me just keep going. And Qatar, that is the building up of mucus and the mucus membrane. Excessive discharge or buildup of mucus in the nose or throat associated with inflammation of the mucous membrane. Force restraint. What is this thing this guy has in his hand? Alright. I just want to point out, in the forced restraint, everybody seems to have a weapon. There's a sword. He's got a sword. The young man has a sword. That guy has a scepter. Forced restraint. Now, Qatar. Excessive discharge or buildup of mucus in the nose or throat associated with inflammation of the mucous membrane. I turned you around. We have the Ace of Cups and the Star in reverse. Maybe it was some kind of, maybe he was given a drink that caused him I don't know, but I see water, healing, self-love again, just like Morticia, and to clarify it, got the miser. So it's the Nine of Pentacles again. Hoarding wealth, those who are always unhappy or who find money to be meaningless in matters. So for the aberrations, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, and for the guitar, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So they went somewhere. He thought he was going home after this. Excuse me. He thought he was going home after this school thing. But they went somewhere different. Hold on here. Maybe not. Alright, I wanted to get a bird card and a tree card. We'll ask a couple of questions. Ooh. I'm going to get a different one, but I'll show you what this is. The barbet. Harmony returns even after wretching loss. But just because I just got that for Suzanne, I'm going to try to get something different. Chiron. Your bird card, buddy. And a tree card. It's got the green heron. It says profit through learning and observation. And he's got the apple. The apple speaks of, excuse me, generosity. Life is not always easy, but do not let fleeting problems rob it of meaning and importance. Do not hold on to anger or resentment because they will eat into your soul. Greet each day with a loving heart and an open mind. That's the reversed of it. I just wanted to read that first. The right way up is bless others with a full and open heart, not only when you feel affectionate towards them, but also when they annoy you. Let your actions reveal your sense of generosity, whether it is material, spiritual, or emotional. Okay. What was I going to do now? I wanted to ask questions. If Chiron was murdered, who murdered Chiron? If he was murdered. Ooh. Backwards. This is premeditated, it's sequential. So the Tower and the Devil. What can you tell me about that? The Horseman. The Horseman is a joker. It speaks of death, disaster, and doom, terrible defeat, or loss of great wealth. Can come in the form of infamy as well. So we already got this for him. I can't remember which thing. I think it was sexual denigration. Um, Something to do with lust. A catastrophe, a shocking, surprising event happened. Somebody was messing with the devil, and death and doom stepped in. All right, Chiron. Was it male or female who ended your life? Was it male or female who ended your life? Chiron, was it male or female? It's a couple. Knight of Swords, which also speaks of death, and a couple. Clarification. Merchant. And that came out also. The wife of the guild member, Four of Pentacles. Somebody holding on. Let me read it from here.